Hello everybody, hope you are doing well. In today's video we will implement the sign in with email and password, and we will start fetching our current user data. So hope you find it exciting, and let's start coding. Okay, so first thing we want to do is go to our old service and here add a function that enable us to log in. So function login, it will take email and password that are both of type string. So email of type string and password of type string. I want this function to be executed in the main thread, so that's why I'm going to add main actor. Okay, perfect. And first thing I want to do is let result. It's very easy with Firebase, so it will be try await dot sign in with email and password, and all we need is to pass the email and the password, and we need the function to be async throws. And we are going to handle this the error case, so with do, try and catch. So do, try, and in the case where we got an error we will catch it and write in that case print failed to log in, and we will display the error, so error dot localized description. Okay, perfect. Then, like we did when we created a new user, we need our user session to take the result.user, so we know that we are logged in. So in other words, self.user session needs to be equal to result.user. Okay, perfect so far. And the next step I want to do, once I'm logged in, because what I just wrote enables me to log in. But what I want now is also to fetch my current user data, so I know all the data of the user. And when I say fetch the current user data, in this case it's the email, gender, interest, and all that. So to do so, I'm going to add another class. So new file from template, it will be a Swift file, and I'm going to call it user service. Here I'm going to write all the function related to the user, not related to authentication. So first thing I will import observation. I will make it at observable class user service. And first thing I need the current user data, so var current user, it will be of type user data, and it will be optional because in the case where I'm not logged in it will be nil. Okay, and I wanted to create an instance, so static let shared equal user service. Okay, and now I want to create my function that enable me to fetch the current user. So I will write function fetch current user. It will be async throws. Okay, and the first thing I want to get the current user ID. To do so, I need to import Firebase authentication, Firebase auth, and it will be guard let uid equal auth current user id dot uid auth current user id dot uid else return. In the case where I don't get a UID, it means I don't have a user, so I return directly. If I get a user ID, I will use it to get the user, so it will be let snapshot will be equal to try await firestore Okay, and I think I need to import Firebase. Let's import Firebase once for all. Okay, so firestore dot collection, and in this case, as you can see, for collection, our collection is called users. So collection user, users, then dot document. I will write the path, and as you can see, for the document I got the user ID, so I give it the user ID. And then, as you can see, that's where I got the document, so I will do dot get document. Okay, perfect. And now all I need is to have my current user get the data, so self dot current user will be equal try snapshot dot data as user data dot self. Okay, and this should be all to fetch the current user, and I'm going to call it when I initialize user service. So when I do an initializer, and because it's async, I will place it inside a task. It will be try wait fetch current user, and now I can go to my auth service here, and once I logged in, I can fetch the current user. So in other words, I can do try wait user service dot shared dot fetch current user. Okay, and this should be all to be able to log in and fetch the current user. Now I need to use this function in my view model, so I need to go to login view model, and here add, like I did for create user, add another function that I'm going to call login, that is async throws. And because I want it to be executed on the main thread, I will add admin actor, and here it will be try wait auth service dot shared dot login, and I will give it the email and password. And now I need to use it in my view. So in sign in view, now I got, if you remember, a login button here, and if I go check this login button, as you can see, it's an A stack, so it's not really a button. So I will place it inside a button. So a button with action and label. For label, I will have this login button. And for the action, I will call view model dot login. And this should be all to be able to sign in. So, and because as you can see, it's asynchronous, I need to try wait, and it should be inside the task. Okay, and this should be all. So now if I run this, hopefully everything will be working the way we wanted. So finger crossed, everything will be working perfectly. Okay, so let's wait for it, and hopefully everything will be working the way we wanted, and hopefully it doesn't also take a lot of time. Okay, so finger crossed everything is working just the way we wanted. Okay, so let's wait for it. And the good thing, today's video will be a short one. So once we do the login, we got one just small feature. So we write the email omarfemri@gmail.com. I click on continue. I go to the sign in screen. I write okay, the password, which is 60. I click on login and I'm logged in, which is perfect, just the way we want it. Okay, the last thing I want to do in today's video is if I go here to my user service, as you see, once I did fetch the current user, I want when I sign out to the current user, I want it to be nil. If I go to my auth service currently under sign out, as you can see, I sign out, I make user session equal nil, but I don't change the current user. So to do so, I'm going to add here a function that I'm going to call reset. And here it will be serve.currentUser equal nil. And I'm going to call this function inside my sign out function. So here I'm going to do user service dot share dot reset, and this should be all to fix this our sign out. So now I can build when I sign out, also the current user will be nil and everything will be working perfectly. And that's one little issue, because now that we fetch the current user, we need to not forget to make it also nil. So now if I go and click logout, everything is working perfectly. And hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.